the VIEVE Skin Nova Complexion Balm. Packed with hydrating, smoothing skincare ingredients, the formula adds radiant, customizable coverage for healthy looking complexions. Apply using a brush, sponge, or your fingers, building coverage as desired. This is the shade 220, which is almost definitely going to be too dark for me because I don't have any tan on. 34 pound for 1 fluid ounce. So she better be nice. I'm gonna go with this amount, and I'm gonna go with my hands because to me, like, a skin balm is supposed to be like no makeup, so I don't necessarily want to need to use a brush. So let's blend this in. Okay, first application. I mean, it's nice, but it's very natural. I will show you what my skin looks like, which is not great. Now, I have actually already used this product. This is a little darker than my face, but I have kind of some residual tan on my neck, and I'm just not really feeling myself today, so I'm gonna pop on a little bit of makeup. So I'm gonna use the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill, and this is the JH03. Buff it in like so. So you can see it's like pretty good coverage. It's pretty good coverage. It's not like super full coverage, but I will say it's slightly more fuller coverage than I was expecting whenever I bought it. It's 1:30, which is quite late, obviously, putting stuff on, but I will probably get at least 7 to 9 hours of this, so I'll try and check in and like see how it looks. I'll probably just pop on a bit of cream blusher, do a little bit of loose powder just in my T-zone, and that'll be all that I'll do to it. I obviously added blusher, but it's been just under 2 hours. Also, I added way too much blusher. Also, it's so sunny and so warm outside, and I was out running errands, so this is how we're looking. I look crazy. I'm outside to try and have some natural light. So it's been on now for 4 hours. So to wrap up my opinions on the VIEVE product, I have to say I do like it. I don't love it, and I can't see myself going back and repurchasing it when I finish it. I do find myself reaching for it whenever it's like days that I'm working from home and I want something like super natural, and I can see that if you had slightly better skin than me, so I don't think that I necessarily have bad skin in terms of like blemishes or scarring, but I do have like a lot of texture and a lot of color in my skin with my like undiagnosed rosacea. It just isn't quite doing enough, particularly around the kind of cheek area, and also I find that it wears well but not amazingly, and it does start to wear off as the day goes on. And for that sort of product, that sort of natural skin tint, skin balm, I want to be able to put that product on and leave it for the entire day, and also I don't want to feel like I need to go through and set it as much as I would set my foundation and everything else, because for me, less coverage equals less effort, which I know is not the case for everybody, but if I'm going to take my time and do my makeup, I'm going to be wearing like makeup. That sort of product is for that. Just like throw it on and go out the door, and your skin feels so much more elevated, which it does, but it then doesn't really last on me throughout the day, and I start to get a lot of my skin tone and my skin texture coming through, and I don't really want that maintenance. Otherwise I would just wear like a full foundation, and I think, again, for me, for what it does and how it wears, the price point's a little bit high. So a solid like 7 out of 10, honestly.